Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome into Intentional Lounging. The boys are back. I'm Ben. With me is Ethan and Wyatt. Today we are breaking down Week 6. That can't be right. Week 6 NFL football? Please tell me I'm wrong. We can't already be 6 weeks in.
Yeah, college football's on week 7, so we need to take a breath and just enjoy it because it's going by way too fast.
Yeah, week 7 of 12, 13, whatever it is there. So, football just started, and now it's already quarter of the way over, we'll say.
Yeah. I thank you guys. If you're in the chat right now, please make sure you guys throw us some comments so we can discuss, some of the bets that are going on this week. There's a lot of high numbers that we're going to be discussing. We were talking about before the show. So you don't want to be getting shafted by Vegas this week. It'll be very easy for that to happen. So let's start talking about it. Guys, getting the brain started. I got a player. Ethan, I'll start with you. We'll do this. This is a pretty easier player, so we can get to him pretty quick.
Okay, so just guess the player.
Yep.
With 20 questions. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Is this player, or I guess was this player's main conference the AFC?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to start guessing names. Just kidding. Has this player? I don't want to get it narrow it down too quick, so I'm going to get our brains going. Well, has this player been in, has this player been in a Super Bowl game?
I would say no.
Okay. Would say no?
No.
What is this, like three-part star?
No.
Is this an active player?
No.
Oh, okay. That makes it a little more tricky then.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this an offensive player?
Yes.
Was this a quarterback?
Nope.
Was this a wide receiver?
It is not.
Okay. If it's O-line, I'm screwed.
Is this player in the Hall of Fame?
No. Well, he's in my Hall of Fame. I don't know about the Pro Football. Actually, let me re-say that. I know he's not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
I'll give you guys a hint. Maybe the Twitter Hall of Fame?
Oh.
Not a receiver, though, you said?
Not a receiver. It's not AB.
NFC. Twitter Hall of Fame. When you said year, and I was thinking AFC, or I forgot about the conference. When you said year Hall of Fame, I was going to guess, like, who was it? Priest Holmes? Was that like the old school Chiefs running back? Dude,
oh yeah,
I loved Priest Holmes.
He's good, dude.
So is it a running back?
It is running back. Yep.
Okay.
I had a Priest Holmes jersey.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
The Chiefs had so many good running backs.
Dude, I think it was my first jersey. Or at least my first non-Lions jersey.
I loved Priest.
That's awesome, man.
Okay, let me think. Running back Twitter Hall of Fame. NFC. Okay. Did he primarily play in the NFC South?
Nope.
Oh, boy. The Twitter Hall of Fame's kind of throwing me off. I'm just going to forget you said that.
Maybe it's good.
Okay, we're just going to go divisions. NFC North.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I got it. I'm guessing players.
Why said that really quick?
NFC North?
And maybe a little Twitter Hall of Fame-ish, maybe.
Have I just not seen this guy?
Oh, you've seen him.
Oh, shoot. Now that's throwing me off again.
Let's see.
NFC North.
I try to make it easier. Look at this. I probably made it harder. Comment. You guys can help too. Help them in the comments. Who do you think
was his primary team? Did it have blue in the jersey?
No.
Oh, okay. I can't guess that guy. All right. So it's not the Cowboys. It's not the Giants. So it's the Skins or the.
NFC North, right?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, NFC North. My bad. I thought
Vikings or
that was
Packers?
the East. Vikings or Packers. Okay. Um. Vikings or Packers. Oh, is it AP?
It's not AP.
Ah,
Good guess though.
he's
I don't
on
know if this
Twitter
guy's
for beating his son. I think.
is it Eddie Lacy?
Eddie Lacy, man. Tweet about the China food. I need me some more China food.
No, you did not.
I have not seen Eddie Lacy on Twitter, but I assumed he would be.
Bro, you
a
have
Twitter
got you gotta go back and see some of the. This man tweeted about China food probably 400 times in his career. I think he would try to get people to bring him some China food at like training camp.
Well, it showed.
Yeah, yes, it did. A little too much China food for that man. We got a quick comment here before we get started. Bob Hope, he was with us yesterday in the waiver wire ads. He says Pitts or Taylor PPR. That's Mason Taylor, I believe, too, guys. And then he says Sutton, Myers, Swift, and my flex. Pick one. Thanks.
Who was the first name you said before Taylor?
Pitts.
Pitts. Oh,
I probably do Pitts over Taylor. And
I
Sutton
kind
on
of
the
like
flex.
Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor's on the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate
Yeah, I
him
mean-
either.
I saw
Yeah.
Bob liked and subscribed yesterday, so thank you, Bob. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Bob.
that.
Yes.
If you're not desperate for a win, I'd go Pitsy. If you're falling behind and need a lottery, I would go Taylor.
I'd go Taylor because you get a lot of garbage time with the Jets, and Taylor was a pretty big target for Fields this week. And then flex.
Sutton,
I'd
Myers, or
also
Swift?
I'd probably go Sutton as well.
Yeah, I have to say Sutton. I'm a Sutton guy.
I saw that one coming a mile away. Guys, ready to get into the Thursday night game?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys. The Philadelphia Eagles head to New York. Well, they head to New Jersey to face the New York Giants. Giants are 7-point home dogs. Over-under set at 40.5. Guys, we're starting out with a touchdown. We're going to see this in so many games, like we were saying to start the show. A lot of high spreads. Wyatt, let's start with you today, man. Is the 7 enough points to get you on the Giants, who just lost to the Saints versus the defending Super Bowl champions?
Yeah, I mean, I drove back from Michigan today, and I was listening to a bunch of Dan Patrick. I was listening to Part of My Take, and they're doing their power rankings. They still got the Eagles up pretty high. I get it, but the Eagles, I just feel like they're in shambles right now. I'm still not sold on their record. They easily could be defeated right now. They are squeaking by games. We just saw them lose last week. I'm just not sold on them. I know the Giants, lost to one of the worst teams in the league last week. Did have the Saints as my survivor. Bold move there, and it paid off. Not for our actual Survivor League, but for our show Survivor League. I am still alive, fortunately. I'm not sold on the Eagles. I think it's a pretty good buy low spot if you can get any lower on the Giants. So I have to take the Giants here. Don't know if I'm going to bet it. I will have a bet since it is Thursday night's game. But my lean would be Giants. I think it's too many points. I love Scadaboo touchdown. It seems like he's scoring every other week. Did not score last week, so law of averages, he's due this week. I think with the low total of 40.5, with a 7-point spread in a divisional game, I gotta lean the dog here at the touchdown. Don't love it, but give me the Giants.
I just have to say it's a little echoey on my end. I don't know if that is for you as well, Ben.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I don't know if maybe something's just not fully plugged in right, it sounds like.
Okay.
But just a little echoey.
I thought he was like
yeah,
up to his prime, like turned into a transformer there.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, as far as Thursday night goes, I like the Giants too. And unfortunately, I feel like this is one of my favorite plays of the weekend, and I don't love it. So that tells you how I'm feeling about week 6. But yeah, I just think it's too many points. The Eagles are a good team. They're not, I don't think, the great Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to go back to back and win the Super Bowl again this year. They off the loss, I really wish they would have won that game against Denver because I would have been all over the Giants in this spot here. But luckily, the Giants lost to the probably unanimous worst team in the league, the Saints. So, that kind of keeps the value, I think, on the Giants in this game. But, in the Eagles' 4 wins, they haven't covered the spread a single time. Their closest they got was 7, beating the Rams by 7. But in that game, they had that blocked field goal that was a meaningless touchdown at the end to cover that game. Otherwise, they would have won by 1 and probably didn't even have any business winning that game. We saw them let the Buccaneers get back into the game when they had a massive first half lead. They let the Broncos back into the game enough to win. So this team's just not putting teams away. They're winning close games. The Chiefs should have beat them. Dallas arguably should have beat them back in week 1. So, yeah, I just don't fully trust the Eagles to go on the road, divisional game, and win by multiple scores here. So only way I could look is the Giants. They're back home where Jackson Dart did get his first win. Dart said all the right things in that loss. That's all on me. I have to play better. A lot of fluky things went on. Turned the ball over 5 straight drives. I don't know if you guys heard. That's the first time ever in NFL history that a team has turned the ball over 5 straight possessions. So that's going to come back to the mean. Not going to happen again this week, you wouldn't think. So only way I could look is the Giants, but I know when I play it and it's 21-3 at halftime, I'm going to be just kicking myself, and then the Giants are probably going to come back, lose by 4, and it's all going to be happy-go-lucky, but it's probably how that game's going to go.
We get to start off with my buddy, guys. We just get to start my entire streaming day with Nick Sirianni. And you know why I am going to be on the Eagles this week is just because of that right there. This dude beats up on the bad teams. Such a joke team, man. Like they kept it close. Everything you were saying, Heath, is absolutely correct. They should have lost those games. Mahomes had the interception, which it bit him in the back again this week. It's just you see some of those turnovers changes the course of the game. Giants, I don't trust Jackson Dart. I think I need to see more out of him before I can back him against the Eagles with that defense. And then, once again, Saquon revenge game. I know he's played them already, but he plays them pretty decently every time he does. I think I'd rather be on Sirianni, getting the Giants on a short week, and just saying, you know what, he's just going to keep running it. And looking really good. End of the year, you're looking at the points, 4 points against, and yardage, and he's looking like he's doing wonders, but you're playing against the Giants, man. That's not especially Washington looking a little down this year. Dallas surprisingly looking better, but we didn't think Dallas was going to be anything coming into the year. I mean, Javonte, I think, is number 3 running back in fantasy so far, so unless you expect that to continue. I'm going to be on the Eagles here, just saying Sirianni gets it done.
Did you see they play again in 2 weeks?
The Giants and Eagles?
Yep. Great.
And who do they play in between?
Eagles play the Vikings. Giants play... I don't remember. Let me look. I can get that in 2 seconds. Giants play the Broncos.
Gotcha. So Giants get to play Eagles, Broncos, Eagles. Eagles get to play the Giants, the fluffy fun town team, and then the Giants again.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I heard that right.
Yep.
Guys, let's go to the first Sunday game. No early ones. Well, actually, this is an early one. Where is this one at?
London again, I think.
We have another. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, back in London, we're giving them Denver and the Jets. Apparently, Jets 7.5 point home dogs. Over under set at 43.5. Ethan, what's going on here, man? I took the Jets. I think I took the Jets last week, thinking that this defense is going to turn it around against the Cowboys. That Cowboys defense is terrible. And then they got smashed, dude. Is this just a team we can't back anymore?
I don't know. I got lucky and backed them the first 3 weeks of the year, went 2-1, and I'll probably just take my profit on the Jets and sit out the rest of the season. That being said, Dude, I don't know. This slate sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I would lean the Jets. I won't even go long here. I have a tendency to run long. So I'm just going to say I'll lean the Jets. I'm not betting this game, but after the Broncos' big win against Philly and they have to travel across seas to London, you got to wonder what type of full intensity they'll have. So lean Jets, hate the game.
Yeah. Apologies if I'm still echoey here.
Sound good.
You sound better.
Okay. Just a little unplug, replug. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, I believe I said on the show, Broncos money line against the Eagles, and they did win that one outright. So pretty good win there. But yeah, again, we're getting another touchdown and a half-point spread here, and I hate it. But I'm going to bank on the emotional letdown spot for Denver coming off a really big win. Jets could not have looked worse. So I think, again, a pretty good buy low spot on the Jets. They're probably going to be a buy low spot until the end of the year. But just too good of a spot, and it's just a little too many points. I'm hoping for a bounce back for the Jets. Don't love the game. Probably won't bet it since it is that early start in the London game. But yeah, I'm going to lean Jets plus 7.5 here.
You have the balls to do the New York parlay? Giants, Jets.
I was just wondering.
And a nice plus money winner before the 1 o'clock slate even starts.
Good God.
Money line for both.
Yeah. Both home.
Yeah.
True. It's a quick turnaround for – oh, never mind. Not true.
Honestly, I like when a team is losing and they get to get on the road, go to the other stadium, When you're 0-5, it's probably good to get out of the country. It's probably a good play-on spot for the Jets.
Yeah, that's a good point. What do you guys think about the time differential here? Because obviously, we have to talk about the time differential because it's in a different country, but we're also talking about the Jets having to travel over versus Denver traveling over. Is that a 3-hour gap? Because I think they're in mountain time. I don't think they're central, right?
Yeah. I think they're 2 hours behind the Jets.
They're 2 hours?
Right.
Okay. So the game's at 8:30?
Ahead. Jets will be 6 hours ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think once upon a time I looked into their travel schedule. I think now they go over so early to where it's not a huge issue.
So?
I think, yeah. But, I mean, hypothetically, it'd play into the Jets' favor.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm going to be on Denver here. Just once again, and not even as much of the Giants because we did see some life from the Giants so far this year. Man, I thought this team was going to be so different. I really did, man. I think I picked them every week, and they just keep letting me down. I thought that this defense would look a lot better. They're not looking better. This offense, I don't know what's going on with Breece Hall and those guys. They just sputter out, and it seems like every drive is just a short drive and they punt the ball. Give me Denver. I don't love it, but.
And then Fields puts up 200 yards in the final 8 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see them getting that backdoor cover. I don't know, man. It's that Denver Bronco defense that worries me. How much are they going to be able to score against the Jets, and how much are the Jets going to be able to put up against them? And I don't think Jets are going to be able to put up much. I don't know. I'm glad we're done with those games.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it gets better, but.
What do you mean, dude? The next game's Dallas versus Carolina. The Panthers.
Oh, right.
Panthers, man, 3-point home dogs. Just a day of the home dogs again. Over-under set at 49.5. Woo, 49.5, man. I mean, they're your Cats, Wyatt. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I still like the Cats, so give me Carolina. I am a little nervous, though. They did have a crazy comeback win against Miami last week, so maybe they put a little too much effort in that. But again, a pretty good dominating win from the Cowboys. I don't know, man. I take the Carolina Panthers way too freaking much. Last year, this year, just hasn't been working. Or this year's been all right, but last year just was not the move. But yeah, I can't back the Cowboys here, so I'm going to take the Panthers at the +3, but really not a whole lot of reasoning other than I think they can score on a very bad Dallas defense. So that's my only thing I got going for it there. I can't back Dallas in this situation. So hopefully Carolina can put up some points. Don't love it at all. Don't know if I'll bet it, but yeah, give me Carolina +3.
I like Carolina too, and this actually might be my favorite play on the board. And I again, don't really love it, but just like Wyatt said, I wish the Panthers wouldn't have won last week in such a big late effort to get that comeback against the Dolphins. However, I think with a team in Carolina's shoes where they haven't been good for so long, to get a win like that, I think is going to be more of a positive than, say, maybe a Buffalo coming back and getting a huge win like that. So, I think that could play well for Carolina. I mean, you look at their Division 2, they're only like 2 games behind Tampa, who plays the Niners this week. The Falcons have Buffalo. On deck, the Panthers have the Jets. So they're probably looking at, if we can get this win at home, maybe those 2 teams can both lose this week. We can go get a win at the Jets and, be right back in fighting for this division. So I think it's a good spot here for Carolina. Ultimately, I don't want to play on Dallas ever because their defense is just so bad that it doesn't matter who they play. Well, I guess they kind of routed the Jets, so I guess that would have been a good spot. But I just would never feel safe with any lead for Dallas because their defense is so atrocious. I think Dallas is not nearly as good as what they've kind of shown the last 2 weeks. So I think this is a good buy or sell spot here with the Cowboys. They have Washington on deck as well, so a big divisional game. I think Carolina gets the outright win. I'll take the points.
Well, I promise my dogs are coming. I just haven't came yet. And I don't like being, Ethan, you've been so hot this year. I really don't like being on the other side 3 times to start the show, but I'm on Dallas because I think both these defenses are pretty bad, and it's just going to come down to which offense can play better. And I like Dak. I think Dak's been having a really good year this year. I think he keeps it up. I was just talking about Javonte. He's actually had an insanely good year. And guys, this is a Miles Sanders revenge game. That might be being overlooked right here. RB3 revenge game narrative.
Kirk had his already.
Yeah. Yeah. So give me Dallas, man, with not a ton of confidence. Also, it seems like, I don't know, there's a type of swagger Dallas is playing with right now that's the Geno Smith swagger that's like they wrote us off, but we didn't write back type thing going on. So it's going to carry them so far. I think maybe it can carry them past the 3-point spread versus the Panthers. Let's say they play a team like, the Patriots, like we're going to talk about next. Hey, the buck might stop there. So I'll take the Cowboys minus the 3 with 67% confidence.
That's about the strongest confidence I have on any play this week.
Let's talk about the next game, guys. We got the Patriots versus Saints. Are the Saints favorites our first home favorite? Of course not. Saints are 3.5-point home dogs. The over-under set at 45.5. Am I finally on the first one? The Saints just won. Am I finally on my first dog? Of course I'm not. I'm not on the Saints. I'm on the Patriots here. Give me the Patriots minus the 3.5. And it's like, I feel like I don't want to take Ethan's words out of his mouth. This might not be what he's thinking. But the Saints, like, off their first win, just kind of feels like a letdown spot. Going home, you get the Patriots. Patriots have been playing tough. I don't know, maybe Ramondre Stevenson doesn't fumble 17,000 times this game. Just maybe he limits it to like 1,500. So I'm going to take the New England Patriots here. You give me 3.5. I don't know if we're getting a little bit of value there because the Saints won, but that's the side I'm leaning here. Ethan, what do you think?
Yeah, didn't they draft a running back like second round? That maybe they could start giving the ball. Who's been flashy, been really good. Yeah, you would think Ramondre wouldn't be the kind of the bell cow there, but I'm with you here. I lean the Patriots, but again, it would be a great spot had the Patriots not upset Buffalo on Sunday Night Football. So, am I excited to go lay points with the Patriots? Not at all. That being said, they had the 8.5 win total heading into the season. After really the first 3 weeks, we wondered what in the hell was that? This team is awful. Well, now they've blown out the Panthers, beat the Bills in Buffalo. Their schedule ahead: Saints, Titans, Browns. So, I mean,
my God.
They're probably looking at this stretch saying, that's a freaking cakewalk. We have to go win these games and, take control of our division. So, yeah, or not. They still probably wouldn't take control of their division if they go 3-0. But, there can't be value taking points with the Saints after a win. The Saints are going to be a 4-win team this year, 3-win team. So now you're asking them to not lose by 3 or less. puts you in a tough spot. So obviously they could win the game. Don't think they will, but yeah, I'll go Patriots minus the points.
Oh, yeah, I'll be the lone man out here. I mean, you guys said it. It's the Saints' first win of the year. Great win. I was on them. Patriots, huge upset win. So against the red hot Bills. So yeah, two potentially emotional letdown spots. I just think it's a little too obvious to take the Patriots here. I do like that it's 3.5, so it's not that obvious, but I don't know. I just don't really feel like anyone's laying it with the Saints. Yeah, they beat the Giants, but Giants were a turnover machine that game, so they really didn't have to do much to win that one. I don't know. I still love my Patriots. I still, like you said, they have a really easy schedule coming up. They're going to probably come close to that win total, especially with this easy schedule. But, yeah, I'm going to lay it with the Saints at the plus 3.5. It's ugly. It's gross. But I think the Saints can hang in there, maybe lose by a field goal, maybe pull off an upset and continue a little hot streak. But, yeah, don't love this. I mean, I really don't love any of these games we've talked about so far. But this is probably my least favorite, the Saints at the plus 3.5.
All right, guys. Let's talk about two teams that I don't know if you could be trending in different directions any more than these two teams are. That's the Cardinals versus the Indianapolis Colts. Arizona, if you guys probably remember if you watched the show last week, we were like, man, we like them a lot. And that 1,000, no, that's not high enough. 10,000% should have won. And then Arizona decided to give themselves a neck party, swinging a little bit too close to the ceiling fan, if you catch my drift. I don't know with this, man. It seems like Arizona plus 7 might be the side because I don't know who the hell's going to take it. Why? What do you think?
I mean, that was the most laughable game probably in NFL existence. We had Kyler Murray get knocked out by the ball hitting him from the center. We had a 75-yard touchdown that the running back threw the ball through the end zone. And then we had an interception that got fumbled and recovered for a touchdown by the team that threw the pick. So just the most laughable 3 plays in probably NFL existence happened in the same game for the Cardinals. They're probably the right side, like you said. I'm going to take a shot on the Colts.
Okay.
I can't bet this clown show of what they got going over in Arizona. I don't know. I was high on them this preseason, and these guys are just they're comically terrible. So, and I'm not sold on the Colts at all, but I think we're going to get another Colts win. I'm hoping they can get it by a touchdown. I'm still looking to fade the Colts heavily as the season continues. I think this team is major fraud. But at this moment in time, Arizona is almost becoming unbettable for me, especially after last week. So I hate it, but I'll take the Colts by a touchdown.
Yeah, good Lord. I'm probably the reason why they lost because there I am sitting at the bar on Sunday, and I'm just with my buddy, and I'm telling him all about Survivor. He didn't really know too much about it, so I'm just explaining. I'm like, yeah, I got the Cardinals 21-3. We start talking. He's like, who did you already play? I start going down my list. I'm like, obviously the Cardinals, can't use them next week. He's like, well, who are you going to use? So I'm looking next week, doing all my studying. And then, watching the Lions game. And I'm like, oh, I better check that Cardinals score, make sure they won. Yeah, 22-21 loss. So that game is probably on me. Had them at Survivor. But, yeah, I'm going to go back to them here in this game, plus 7. Ben, like you said, I don't think anyone's going to want to touch the Cardinals. I don't know that I necessarily do either. But I will say, Cardinals, with 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter this season, have not trailed ever. They've lost 3 straight on game-winning field goals, one of which they were tied. The other 2 they were leading. I think that's also the first team ever to lose 3 straight games on game-winning field goals with no time left on the clock. So just kind of an anomaly for the Cards. Yeah, I was high on them coming in this season as well. I have a win total over 8.5 on them, which looks just dead if they can't even beat the Titans. But that being said, I think they cover against the Colts. Can I play it? Probably not.
Ethan, you said I don't know who's going to touch those birds. Ethan, I want to touch those birds, man. I want to feel some birdies this week. I told you eventually we get to the dogs. Here I am, baby. Here I am, Arizona plus 7. It feels nasty. It feels like you're stepping in front of a semi truck going 80 miles an hour, and you know they can't stop. But the Colts, they just obliterated the Raiders. It makes too much sense that they could obliterate the Cardinals at home. But you know what I liked about that game, though? I like that Gannon started beating the shit out of his players. I think we need to see that more in professional sports. Like, maybe Adrian Peterson would be a pretty good coach. Like, I'm just saying, at least he was fired up. We finally saw some emotion from the man that couldn't motivate a sandwich. So I liked it, man. I'm gonna take Arizona. Maybe they even win outright. Marvin Harrison, 250 yards, 3 touchdowns.
I gotta say, why are we apologizing to the player for literally losing them the game on the most boneheaded play of all time? B, I think Wyatt and I already talked about this, but Ben, did you see that DeMarcado in the locker room literally was like, happens to the best of us?
No, I didn't. He didn't. Did he actually?
He said that. Yeah. He was like, I don't know, nothing I could really do, just move on, happens to the best of us. I'm like, no, it does not.
Oh my God. No accountability, bro.
Is Michael Carter a smash spot this week? Because DeMarcado's not getting the ball, is he?
Then Gannon came out and said that it's for the best, it's like for the betterment of the team if he's still like a part of the offense. Is that just coach speak?
Yeah,
that's just him trying not to get canceled speak.
It might be. Guys, I'm going to try to have a short video out today doing a recap of that game. It's going to be POV. You watch a Arizona Cardinals game. And I'm going to give you guys real quick the rundown. If you're watching it, you guys get to hear what is in my brain before I make it. But they get it hit in the face like you were saying, Wyatt. I'm going to do the like Call of Duty, like flashbang out due to the flashbang effect right after it hits him in the face. Have you guys seen that guy, that Marcus, the like VR thing on Instagram? He's like at a VR chat lobby. He just looks like this long worm thing. He's like AI. Dude, he's got this video of him in the desert, and he's like, this rock. And they're like, what's wrong with that rock, Marcus? He leans it real close to the camera. He's like, it's pissing me off.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be DeMarcado running across the line. Oh, man. I'm going to try to throw something for Marvin in there, too. Maybe like a little... like inside of Marvin's head's just a nightmare reel. Like, throw some horror movie, something in there. I don't know, man, but it is going to be freaking funny. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you get to see that. Guys, let's talk about Cleveland heading to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 5.5 point home favorites. Here we go. All runners set at 37.5. Guys, Pittsburgh coming off a bye. Cleveland coming back from overseas. Ethan, where does that put you here?
Yeah, I feel like this is the week of, the spot would have been great had this happened last week, but it didn't. So now it's just a nothing game. Because that's exactly how I feel here. I would lean Cleveland plus the points. I think trading Flacco might be a mental positive for Gabriel, knowing that, okay, this is his offense now. I doubt they're going to go Shadur. I'm sure maybe at some point they might, but just let them try it if they're, losing late in the game. But, I think for Gabriel, it just kind of gives him ownership of that team, which I think will play into a positive. I don't like that they're coming back from London. I might need to check into that and just see how bad that trend is, because in my head, it's awful. It might not be as bad as what it sounds. But teams off a bye, actually not that good. They're actually less than 50% against the spread in the last, I don't know how long. So not playing into that too much. I actually think it's a bad spot for Pittsburgh off the bye. They went in with 2 wins. So I think that was kind of their momentum stopper, where they probably would have wanted to keep playing. They were playing pretty well. They also have Thursday night on deck against the Bengals on the road. So short week with travel. Bengals, obviously not a great team to look ahead to, but now maybe could be with Joe Flacco over there instead of Browning. So don't like the spot here for the Steelers at all. Wish the Browns weren't heading back from overseas, but I do like the Browns quite a bit at plus 5.5.
Yeah, God. I'm going to go Steelers here. Steelers on the spread. I think the spread might get up to 6.5. Basically fading the Browns off of London, like you said, or whatever, overseas, wherever that was. And also doing the strategy of fading a quarterback in his second start. We had Gabriel starting last week. They looked pretty solid. They kind of collapsed at the end there. Ultimately did not get the win, but just going to fade him off that second start. Now, I can just see the headline in my head. Gabriel just plays like absolute dog shit, and maybe maybe Shadur gets into the mix, and I can just kind of already see that happening. So I think Pittsburgh's going to get this game done pretty easily. I think they ultimately win by 2+ touchdowns. So I'll take the Steelers. Favorite bet so far: Steelers on the spread.
Yeah, I like the Steelers here too. I mean, the spot, they get the bye week and they're at home against Cleveland coming overseas. It just seems like they've had more time because they were getting a little banged up there with like Jalen Warren being out. Now your guys get a little healthier. They're more rested. Cleveland, hard fought game. And with all that extra travel, it's just when the league is already as close as it is, we can see the Saints got to win this year. So like, that margin's not huge, so I think it's enough to get me on the Steelers minus the 5.5. I feel like they win by maybe a touchdown. Ethan, do you want to switch to Pitt?
I love Cleveland. I just looked up the stats here.
Oh my god,
Plays well. Straight up record. This is team's first game back after being in London. Straight up, they're 11-6 against the spread, 9-8. Totals 10 over, 7 unders, and then dogs of 3.5 points or more, 3-1 against the spread, 2-2 straight up.
You know what that sounds like to me? We just talked about your favorite betting sayings last week, Wyatt. It sounds like they're due.
They're due to get
Give me
clapped.
Cleveland. Good Lord. I might have money on Cleveland this week, you guys.
Give me Cleveland to get murdered, and then we get the Shadur Sanders show going, and we just fade the hell out of them.
Also, this total is like really, really low. It's like 37.5. As if the Steelers' defense is as good as they have been, but their defense is kind of shit.
Yeah.
You got that right, man. Seattle heads to Jacksonville, face the Jaguars. Jags are 1.5 point home favorites. Over/under set at 47.5. Wyatt, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville's winning the Super Bowl now, right? They just beat the Chiefs. Yep. They're, 4-1, 5-1. I mean, good win for the Jags. You know, It was a crazy game there. We're used to seeing the Chiefs win it at last-second heroics. I did think the Chiefs got it there with that late touchdown. But the Jacksonville Jags came all the way back, had that really weird touchdown play with the double double slip by T-Law. But yeah, I mean, Seattle's going all the way across the country. I was on Seattle last week. They did not perform well. They were hanging with the Bucs, but just a sloppy play there. Defense looked terrible. So I think people are going to be too eager to jump on the Jags after a huge win. Small little home spread at 1.5. Yeah, it's got to be Seattle for me. This is now probably my new favorite bet over Pittsburgh. I'm going to take Seattle on the spread. I'll say Seattle wins outright as well.
Yeah, I just quick touch on a Chiefs thing I saw, which I think it's true. It could be wrong, but I know Chris Jones was kind of getting some flack for that. His effort on the T-Law play. I saw that Chris Jones only has 4 tackles this year, and Jamar Chase has 5. Which not only is dogging Chris Jones, but is also dogging that Bengals offense because Jamar's had a chance to already get 5 tackles, which is just hilarious to me.
That's good.
But yeah, this game here, I like the Seahawks too, and I'm a little bit worried. I think sharp money likes the Jags in this game, but I just don't really see how you could. Mentioned it last week. Kind of my reason for liking the Jags is because everyone circles the Chiefs, at least everyone in the AFC circles the Chiefs on their schedule. That's the team that they're striving to be. And then they go get the win. Monday Night Football, all eyes on them. 3 straight. Now they have an out-of-conference opponent in the Seahawks, and then they have to go overseas, I believe, to London. Let me check that. Over to London next week to play the Rams. So I think this is a just horrible spot for the Jags. No way I could really play them. And then you look at Seattle, the tough loss last week in a high-scoring shootout game. But that was against a pretty good Buccaneers team. They have a Monday nighter with the Texans on deck, but no real spot to look ahead now after that loss. Plus, they have an extra day to prep for Houston. So, yeah, I think Seattle's probably the play for me in this game. Like Wyatt, probably one of my favorite plays. But that being said, I don't know if I'm going to bet them. Something seems a little fishy with this one, but I do like the Seahawks.
The fishy that you're smelling is all the fish getting plucked out by the Seahawks in Jacksonville. Swimming to the ocean and it's dropping those fish, man. I mean, it's either that or it is the women in Jacksonville. But there is definitely a smell. You're right about something. And you guys are also right about Seahawks, man. Seahawks money line at plus 100. Get your money back. I'm not messing with the plus 1.5 at minus 112. Get fucked. Yeah, I'm on Seattle plus 100, man. I actually do. There was video evidence of the Jaguars cheating on the last drive, but I can't show it right now or talk about it because it might come up here in the next segment or something. So I can't talk about it right now, but I will. I do have something for that. I don't think Jacksonville's as good as we're seeing. Seattle, unfortunately, has been more decent than I thought they were going to be. This seems like a game that, like you guys said, Jacksonville coming off big win, Seattle coming off a loss. Yeah, I'm big time on Seattle in this game. I like this one a lot. Guys, I don't want to, but let's stay in Florida. The Chargers head to Miami to face the Dolphins. Maybe that's the fishy smell. Dolphins are 4.5-point home dogs. Over-under set at 44.5. Guys, I'm on the Chargers here. It's weird of a minus 4.5 line. Maybe that's a trap. They just lost to Washington. All their tackles, like their offensive line's gone. Their running backs gone. It's all going to fall on Herbert's shoulders. But I mean, if I put anything on Tua's shoulders, I worry for his health. So I might tip the guy over and he might bump his head, and I don't want that on my conscience. So give me Los Angeles. Maybe this defense has to step up. They got Harbaugh. I don't think this team's going to collapse. So give me the Chargers. They had the hot start. I'm not fading them now against Miami. So give me the Chargers minus 4.5. Ethan?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, and I'm a little bit gun-shy because I did play the Chargers last week and felt pretty good up 10-0, and then they did absolutely nothing from there. So 2 losses in a row. Yeah, I don't know if maybe one of the guys I listened to says there's like you can lose the same game twice, so I don't know if maybe that was the case with that Giants loss there and just not fully prepped for the Commanders. But yeah, now they traveled to Miami. It's a really far travel, but, probably good to get away from home after the 2 losses. They have the Colts on deck, obviously a really good team at this point. So, if they don't beat Miami, now they're staring down the barrel of losing 4 straight. Right. So I think this is a pretty big a pretty big game for the Chargers. Like you said, though, Ben, I hate that their line is tore up. Mm-hmm. We know Harbaugh loves his running game, loves his big corn-fed linemen and his running backs that can just pound the ball. And he's just down a lot of bodies on that line and in the running back room. But then also, I feel like the Dolphins go and beat the Jets at home, and now they're like not one of the worst teams in the league. We just like completely forgot that they're awful. They have 1 win. It's against the Jets at home. They let the Panthers come back on them. I don't really know why this line's only 4.5.
What did the Panthers do to the Dolphins?
Sorry. Must be hitting me a little bit. But yeah, I just, 2 weeks ago, the Chargers were Super Bowl champions, basically, at that point. And now you're only having to lay 4.5 against the Dolphins, who were 2 weeks ago probably getting the first overall pick. So yeah, I'll take the Chargers to bounce back.
Yeah, I'll keep this one real quick here. I am fading Miami and their capri-wearing, crying son of a bitch coach. So, yeah, I don't care if the Chargers are beat up. I'm not touching Miami at all, ever. I can't wait to the day McDaniels gets fired. So, yeah, give me Chargers on the spread.
Okay.
Fun fact, me and McDaniels are doing the same thing right now.
Guys, you ready to head to halftime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. I got to catch Wyatt on these.
Guys, these might be easier, these might be harder. But I feel like I went right down the middle this week. This is median in the middle. That's what the game is. We got two things that I give you guys, and you have to figure out what they have in common. Right now, guys, starting off, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the United States of America.
Definitely not their defense.
Falling apart.
Falling apart.
The United States of America and the Ravens.
Huh.
I mean,
This is the easiest one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you kind of hit it. You skimmed it right there, Ethan. The very
What'd you
first thing
say?
you said.
The very first defense? No defense?
It's just that there's no walls. There's no walls in front of the end zone. Everybody's getting in. I mean, we can say whatever we want, right? Like, this is a great country. There's strict immigration laws. We can say the Baltimore Ravens defense is always great, but there's people in the end zone. Can I say that? Y'all catch my drift there. So that's what we got.
We're getting
there.
scored on.
Yeah, they're putting up numbers. All right, guys. Hey, here we are. San Fran and Trevor Lawrence. The Niners and Trevor Lawrence.
Well, one beats the Chiefs and one cannot beat the Chiefs.
True.
Week 5 Super Bowl champions.
This has to do with how they cheated to win that game.
Oh, I gotcha. Let me ask you this, if I can. Is this just referring to the 49ers from this week? Or is it as a whole?
This is as a whole.
Okay.
The 49ers is a concept.
Like something about gold? Gold rush?
You're close. Damn, you're hitting all around it.
It's killing me here. I'm lost.
Gold. What?
He's like a chode right now. He's not there, but he's blowing out the sides.
I don't know. Hit me with it.
Bro, he's digging for gold.
Oh, that's right.
What? I didn't think we could use Stickum. All of a sudden, BTJ can't not catch some 60-yard bombs. You kidding me, bro? These receivers were catching everything. I don't think there's a single drop after this moment. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers. And 2, that's cheating, NFL. We got to do something about this.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They're digging for gold, bro.
Woman, man.
You're right. You're right.
I will say it. That defensive pass interference in the end zone won me my fantasy game because I was against BTJ. I won by less than 2 points.
Hey,
So I'll take that.
glad we can do our part. Joe Flacco versus some Vegas streetwalkers. I told you guys, I'm going to get more boobs on the show this year.
Cost $15.
Paid to suck.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
What? Once again, close. Once again, close. You're on the right track.
Let's see. Something about him going to let's see.
NFC, what are they? Or AFC North sluts. Spend everyone except the Steelers now.
Yeah.
True.
Dang, I didn't think about that. That's funny.
God, dude, I forgot that Joe Flacco played for the Ravens. That's hilarious. He was like a Hall of Famer basically with there, and I can't even hardly remember him playing there. Wow.
He had like both a Flacco career and now a Gannon career.
Yeah.
Just bouncing. Joe Flacco now, not the last couple weeks. Joe Flacco now.
Bengals.
I mean, he's right there. I'm gonna give it to him. So, guys, with both these, you're gonna need protection. Like, you don't have to have it, but you should. Like, the Bengals, they should protect Flacco if they want to be successful. It's just, it should be in your pocket or be your pocket, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you need protection.
It's hilarious. If only Joe could just go to a gas station and buy it, but he's gonna have a tough time finding it in Cincy.
You're right, man. All right, I guess it's time to get back to these games. We got two teams on bye this week. Thank you. I appreciate that. I sometimes have a little bit of difficulty coming up with them. At least there was a trade, so I could throw that in. The Rams head to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Ravens 7.5-point home dogs. Over-under set at 44.5. Ethan, I gotta send it to you first. Where are you on Baltimore now? Because you were saying if they got blown out by Houston, you were gonna completely change your mind on this team. Basically, is that where you are, or do you still hold out hope for Baltimore?
Well, I'm an idiot because I bet them again. I have 6 losses on the year. 3 of them are on Baltimore, so I'm not betting Baltimore here. Man, I don't know. I don't know where I stand on Baltimore, honestly. I still think they're going to end up okay, but how are they going to do this week? I have no idea. They're still favorites to win their division, which is just kind of mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they got completely blown out. They showed nothing last week. My reason for liking them last week is I thought Cooper Rush, he got downgraded I think a full touchdown, if not more, from Lamar. And my thought was he should only probably be downgraded 2.5 to 3 because I thought mentally that would kind of stabilize the team. Yeah. And I don't know that necessarily didn't, but their defense is, so bad. They've allowed almost 40
puking
points
thinking
per
about their
game.
defense.
I am. They have allowed 17 to Cleveland in their win. In their losses, they've allowed 41, 38, 37, and 44. So I can't back this team with my money, but for the graphic, I am going to lean on Baltimore this week. And I don't even really know why. Rams off the tough loss Thursday night. They do have extra time to prepare, but I don't know. They have to go to London next week as well to face the Jaguars. So not the greatest spot here for the Rams. 7.5. It just feels like everyone is jumping off Baltimore, and I completely understand why. Baltimore also has a bye on deck. So I heard people saying today that they're just going to almost treat this game like a preseason game and get to the bye and then kind of get some health back and move on. I completely disagree with that. I don't know how you can be sitting at 1-4 and just say chalk up another game, go to 1-5. I don't see that whatsoever, especially when your division is still open. So I disagree with that completely, but I don't know. I just feel like 7.5 feels short, so I'll lean it, but I cannot bet the Ravens again right now.
I'm going to go for the show. Give me the spread, but I'm going to call. I'm pretty good at these calling on the show. I'm going to call Baltimore money line here. I really think they get back on. I think I'm going to take them to win the AFC North before this game. People might be high now back on the Bengals with Flacco. I don't know how that could be a possibility. The Browns are so crap. Steelers might be getting some traction, but yeah, I think like you said, Ethan, Baltimore is still the favorite to win this. You could try to wait and see if they're not going to win this game, get an even better price after the bye. But yeah, I love Baltimore here. So I'll take them at the plus 7.5. I am going to sprinkle and call for Baltimore outright here. I think it's a good spot for them. And I mean, the Rams should have won that game 15 times against San Francisco. I don't know how many times they kicked themselves in the foot there. Lost in OT. That should have never gone to OT. They should have won that game by 2 touchdowns. I think they're going to continue to look sloppy, and I think Baltimore is finally just going to be like, hey, we got to – who cares if we lose by – like Ethan said, there's a bye coming up. Who cares if we lose by 40? Let's just go out and try to win it. If we lose by 40, who cares? But let's just go out, win it, go for fourth downs, go for crazy plays. So, yeah, I'm going to call for Baltimore upset, but give me them at the plus 7.5.
If we lose by 40, who cares? Everybody that took the Rams minus 7.5, that's who cares. Which is gonna be me, because holy shit, if you guys get, we've been saying this entire time, it's that Houston offensive line that looks terrible, and Baltimore's defense is so bad. They let Stroud and the Texans look like goddamn Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. Like, they looked incredible. Rams, Puka Nacua might have 900 yards this week, and that's not exaggerating. Like, this team is so bad. Devontae's looked great. Puka's looked great. Kyron, he's a little bit up and down, but I think overall Kyron's great. Give me the Rams here. And also that Rams defense, a little bit slept on. I think I've kind of hinted at it in weeks past. A little bit slept on going in against Baltimore. I get it that, it's like the plus 7.5. Ravens are home. They might try to get something in before the bye. This just might be, we're just not good enough. We're too injured. We're going to get the shit smacked out of us and just hope we can come back from the bye stronger.
They did trade a pass rusher for a safety, which feels a little bit backwards.
I saw that.
Well, interesting. I liked Oweh too, but
yeah, I did too. It doesn't move the needle for me though.
Yeah, my thought is, if you got pass rushers, you don't really need great DBs because you don't have long to throw. Maybe they're going, we got great DBs, we don't need pass rushers because they can have forever to throw. And I don't know what they're really thinking there, but
everybody wants Harbaugh out. Where do you guys sit on that? I think Harbaugh's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's working with The Walking Dead, so.
Yeah. I agree. Let's talk about maybe the best game on the board, guys. The Titans versus the Raiders. Raiders are 4.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 41.5. I mean, you got Geno versus a guy who just said our team's ass 2 weeks ago. Like, and Geno's playing like he's got his helmet on backwards. I don't know. I think, what am I even on here? I'm on the Raiders minus a 4.5 just because Titans got that win. I think this could be a letdown spot. Raiders are home. That's my thought process. Maybe Geno turns it on, but I'm completely avoiding this game like COVID. Ethan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think when we talked about, what game was that? Patriots Saints, and I didn't use that for puke in the mouth game. Everyone had to know this was coming. Puke in the mouth game of the week.
You think I'm gonna vomit?
And he did vomit.
Did vomit. Give me the Raiders in this disgusting matchup of a game. I'll keep it short, but yeah, same thing like I talked about with New Orleans. Tennessee, who is actually the worst team in the league. They get their first win. They have no business getting their first win. That being said, the Raiders don't really have any business laying points against anybody. I don't care if they're at home, on the road, on Mars. Don't care where you're playing, who you're against. Raiders have no business laying points. But, again, I don't think the Titans are going to win many back-to-back games or many games at all this season. So now I'm trying to say, okay, well, they're going to lose by 1 or 2, 3 or 4. Not going to thread that needle, so I will go Raiders minus the point. This game is ugly.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. I'm just going to take the better team here, Raiders. Tennessee should not have won that game. I already mentioned that one. Tennessee's still very bad. Give me Raiders. Hopefully they get healthy. Hopefully Brock Bowers is back, but I wouldn't be upset if he's sat another week because I don't think they'll need him. So Raiders, I'll have them winning by a touchdown this game.
Let me quote the great Wyatt. Go Raiders. Guys, San Fran heads to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, 3-point home favorites. Over-under set at 47.5. Wyatt, where are you sitting for this game?
Hate it. I've talked about teams to not fade this year, and Tampa Bay is not one of those teams, and I keep doing it every single week. San Fran, sure, good win. Should not have won that game last week against the Rams. I already mentioned that as well. But, yeah, I just don't think Tampa Bay is good. I know they are pretty – they're appealing to the eye. Baker Mayfield should be up there for NFL MVP. Ibuka is going to be Rookie of the Year. I mean, this team's loaded at the moment. Their pass game is unreal at the moment. I'm just going to hope San Fran out-schemes them. That's the only way San Fran has a chance. So I'll take San Fran as a road +3 dog. But, yeah, I mean, it's more me fading Tampa and just hoping that they'll eventually get back to where I think they are, which is 9-8, I think. But, yeah, I'm just not sold on Tampa. I don't think San Fran's that good. I don't know the quarterback situation. I don't really care. I don't know if it's Mac Jones. I don't know if it's Brock Purdy. But both quarterbacks can play. Both quarterbacks can win. Mac Jones did get destroyed last week. But yeah, I'll take San Fran as the dog. I hate it, but I just can't back Tampa at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tampa in this game, and Tampa was a team I was looking to fade after week 3. Turns out they were going against Philadelphia, though, another team I was looking to fade and couldn't do that. I liked Seattle last week. Tampa goes out, gets the outright win. Yep. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe Tampa is like the Chiefs last year, that they just win the close games. Maybe they're going to go 10-2 in one-score games this year and just be the team that you're trying to fade, and they just keep pulling it out. I'm going to trust that they're going to do it this week against San Fran. Obviously, a massive win for the Niners last week against the Rams is like 9-point dogs, 8.5-point dogs. Huge divisional win for them. Now they have a Sunday night game on deck with the Falcons. Quick trip down to Tampa to face the Bucks here. The Bucks have the Lions on deck. So, a team that, like I said, with the Chiefs, well, the Chiefs get circled obviously more than the Lions because they've dominated for so long and actually won Super Bowls, actually gotten to Super Bowls. But that is probably a big game for Tampa. But yeah, I just think, the Niners are so banged up. They've kind of been free rolling to this 4-1 record. They did look good last week, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Brock Purdy, Mac Jones. I hope it's Purdy. Or I don't know if it's going to be Adrian Martinez, and neither of the two. No clue what's going on in the quarterback room there. But yeah, I do think Tampa's healthier. I think they're just the team that maybe last year I'd keep fading, and it just never worked. Maybe there's the team that's going to win close games. So I'll lean with Tampa.
Yeah, I'm not going to add too much here. I'm also on Tampa here. I just think, like, kind of everything Ethan said, just the San Fran being so beat up scares me. You've lost a couple of players for the year now. It's not going to be Purdy, and I'm not talking about quarterbacks. Like, it's just Tampa Bay, they're cruising right now, and I don't want to. San Fran, I will think about betting them again once they start getting all their guys back and they're actually healthy. Because, I mean, even once we have to see what Kittle looks like when he gets back. We got to see what Purdy looks like when he gets back. Ricky, hopefully he's not shot again, because I don't like what happened to that guy. He's just been gone again. Man,
I thought you were talking about Square Bet Ricky.
Square Bet Ricky.
Square Bet Ricky's all over the Bucks. I'm gonna tell you that.
Actually, I think Ricky's the one that has the gun, and that scares me. So, yeah, give me Tampa Bay this week. I don't love this one, but San Fran's too banged up, and until that changes, they're going to be a fade for me. Guys, let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals headed to Green Bay to face the Packers. I believe Packers are off a bye as well, if I'm not mistaken. 14-point home favorites, over-under set at 44.5. You're giving me 14 points. This team couldn't even beat the Cowboys, my guy. Ethan, where are we here?
Yeah, where are we? I like the Bengals plus the points. Now they have Joe Flacco. And I love this over. I can't believe the over is 44.5. I see this game being like well into the 50s or even 60s. I can't believe the total is that low, but I mean, Bengals can't stop anybody. They've allowed 37, 28, 48, 27, 16 to the Browns. But that was with Flacco and not good receivers. Now we get a competent quarterback with Chase, T. Higgins. Might actually open things up for Chase Brown as well. We'll see. But, yeah, I just think this Bengals offense is going to click way better. We saw them score a lot of points in garbage time against the Lions this past week. The Green Bay Packers haven't struggled scoring. They put up 40 the last time we saw them. They struggled against a good defense with the Browns, which is literally the opposite of where Cincy is. That's like a top 3 versus a bottom 3 defense. Put up 27 against the Commanders, 27 against the Lions. Yeah, I don't see how this total is as low as it is. I could see this being like Packers like 38-27 or I don't know, 35-27, somewhere in there. I think it flies over the total. I think the Bengals do enough to cover. I think the Bengals actually look decent this week offensively with Burrow or Flacco. Wow, I wish they had Burrow.
Me too.
But yeah, I think it's way too many points. I can't believe the line hasn't really moved from Browning to Flacco. I think it should. Obviously, it's a short week for Flacco to really learn everything, but you're playing with 2 of the best receivers in the game. So I mean, he was putting up kind of okay points with Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman. And now you get Chase and T. Higgins. Yeah, I'd love the over in this game. One of my favorite plays of the week. And then, yeah, I think they do enough to keep it within 2 scores.
Thank God Flacco waited a week to get traded, because if this was Flacco against the Lions, I would definitely have some hesitancy taking the Lions last week. But thank God we had Browning because he sucked and Lions covered, even though it did get a little dicey at the end there. Yeah, Flacco adds a new little twist here. People might be worried he just got traded, early this week, Monday, was it, or whatever? And now he has a game on Sunday. Like that might be a quick turnaround, but he's been in the NFL for 60 years. All the offenses are pretty much the same freaking thing. They all have very same plays, maybe a little different naming on things, but it should be pretty easy for a veteran like himself to adapt to the new offense, especially with 2 great wide receivers like Ethan mentioned, pretty good tight end there as well. And then if they can get that run game figured out, then yeah, they're looking okay. But I'm just worried that Flacco is going to die. So I'm going to take Cincy on the spread here at the plus 14. I think that's the correct play. But I think a good little hedge there is to take Rashawn Gary, Micah Parsons to get a sack or 2 sacks or 3 sacks or 10 sacks. Flacco might not get out of this game alive with how bad their O-line is over at Cincy. But, yeah, I think it's too many points. So give me the Bengals. Don't love it, but you could get square and take some sacks props on the Packers. I think those will probably going to hit. Go ahead.
Flacco already got out of this game alive 2 weeks ago.
With a little better O-line, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Could he beat the Packers twice? Hey, quick question. This is a question for Wyatt. You guys are looking at the 3 of us on screen, and you're probably thinking, which one of these guys played the highest level of ball? You probably already know it's Wyatt. So, Wyatt, a quick question for you. Are you able to call a quick play for me? Just just ramble off some random shit for me real quick.
On offense?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm just going to be
shit on
Flacco.
I just know defensive schemes.
Make shit up.
Oh, boy.
I'm Flacco.
63 Aspen Dover. That's my favorite play.
That's a good one.
Y drag.
Okay.
Z. Slam post. Logo.
Gotcha. Okay.
On 4.
On 4. Okay. Jamar, go down. Go deep. Go deep. Go.
On 4.
Jamar, go deep on 4. Fuck it. He down there somewhere, I believe is what that play is called. Yeah, you know what? Like you guys said, he's been around for forever. He's got the options. Fucking toss it up, man. You're getting 14 points here. So I feel like the backdoor cover is way open there because even if Green Bay does go up, just start running the ball with Josh Jacobs punt. It's all right. We're up by a lot. The Bengals could just sneak back in this one so easy. So give me the Bengals plus 14 too. Ethan, you got something?
Yeah, just on Wyatt's point, Rashawn Gary, he did have 2 sacks in that Cleveland game. So now he goes against a worse O-line.
Sack me up, baby.
There you go.
Damn. Look at you guys being sharp, man. Fuck. All right. Hey, let's talk about these Detroit Lions heading to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Chiefs are 2.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 52.5. All right, we got the Chief fan here and Lions fans here. I guess I'll start first. I don't know why this isn't flipped. I think Detroit wins this game. I really do. I don't know why Detroit's plus 2.5. So you're gonna give me. I'm gonna take Detroit here. Once again, I don't think it's because Kansas City's ass, because we're terrible. We're looking a lot better, but we're still missing a couple guys. But Detroit, that's gonna be really hard to stop that run. And Amon-Ra's next world defense has been looking really, really good this year. You're giving if Hutchinson goes up against either of our tackles, I hope Juwan Taylor lines up 8 yards into the backfield because he's gonna fucking need it. This is just a terrible matchup for us. You guys beat us at Arrowhead the day after my daughter was born 2 years ago. I don't see this being much different. It'll be close, but I see Detroit winning. What do you think, Ethan?
Yeah, something you just said there sparked something out. I can't remember it. Anyway. Yeah, I really wanted the Chiefs to win on Monday because I wanted them coming in off a win. I did not need them coming in off a loss to this game. Sunday Night Football at home. Mahomes and Reed off a loss. But that being said, I'm going to just lean Detroit just because I actually don't have a strong lean either way. But, I've been called out enough times doing this show over the last 4 years for not taking the Lions. So we'll lean them here, especially because they're getting points. But, I mean, really, you look at both these teams. Yeah, sure, the Lions are 4-1, and they've looked really good. Like, I think the Lions are a good, if not the best team in the NFL. Don't get me wrong. But it's the Bears, the Ravens, who obviously have been super banged up, the Browns, and the Bengals. But then you go look at the Chiefs, those same Ravens team, even more banged up, and the Giants. So, yeah, I think both teams are really good. I think both teams make the playoffs. I think these are two teams you're never going to want to see in the playoffs once we get there. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough game because both teams were sold on immediately. First game, first week, it was just like, nope, these teams are done. And now, they're crawling back on both. Even after a loss with the Chiefs, people aren't back to selling them. I think they're still kind of buying in. Now they're going to buy in on the Mahomes and Reed off the loss at home, prime time. So I think that's going to keep the money pretty well split here, keep some value on Detroit. Yeah, it'll be interesting just to see these teams moving forward, playing some better teams because neither team has beat a good team yet. So I guess this is really the first test. And I mean, Baltimore's okay. They're just so beat up. But, yeah, I'll lean Detroit mostly because they're getting points in this game. But should be a really, really good game on Sunday night.
From a betting aspect, my favorite bet of the weekend. Ugliest bet, but my favorite bet. Kansas City opened preseason as a -3 in this game. Since Kansas City is 2-3, Detroit has won 4 straight games. Kansas City coming off a loss. This has went before Kansas City's loss, it was at -1.5 in favor of Detroit. Kansas City loses for whatever reason, moves a line 3 points in Kansas City's favor. I have no idea why. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's the wrong team's favorite here. I completely agree with both of you guys. I think Detroit should be the 2.5 point favorite here. The fact that it's Kansas City and it's pretty much where it was from open, even though Kansas City is now 2-3, Detroit's 4-1, something's off. Something is just definitely off. It's the fishiest line of the week. I always like taking the ugly. I always like taking the fishy. So give me Kansas City on the spread. I don't know why the line's like that, but there I am.
He sniffed that one out. That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's grossest line of the week for sure. Ricky's big on the Lions.
I will say though, I think it's that way because they still get a lot of love off the loss.
Yeah, and Arrowhead.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or just not off the loss, but Mahomes and Reed off the loss.
Yeah,
Maybe. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of negative stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I'm taking Detroit. I'm with you. But, yeah, interesting. Buffalo Bills head to Atlanta. Atlanta, 4.5 point home dogs, over under set at 49.5. Wyatt, Buffalo just lost to New England. Now they get Atlanta off a bye. Where are you going with this?
Is this Buffalo's 6th primetime game? Have they played a game that's not been on Thursday night, Monday night, or Sunday night?
Jets.
Okay.
Bury that one.
I just hate how Goodell does this. He just, I get it. You want to have your good teams playing on primetime, but we've seen enough of Buffalo. I love Buffalo, but we've seen enough. We don't need another Monday night primetime Buffalo game. Yeah, I'm going to take Atlanta. Really no particular reason. I think Buffalo should, even they're on the road. Atlanta's not good. Buffalo's coming off a loss or a little upset. I don't know who's taking Atlanta, so that's the reason I'll take it. I'll probably bet it as well. But yeah, I'm a little Buffalo fatigued at the moment. I don't really want to watch another solo Buffalo game. So I guess I'll take Atlanta. Don't love it, but I just don't think it's a great position for me to be back in Buffalo in this game.
Yeah, it helps watching Buffalo when your fantasy team is like Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir, James Cook. Who else
Kincaid.
do I have? Oh, no, I tried getting Kincaid. Someone snagged him from me. But yeah, I have a lot of Bills guys, so that makes it a little bit more tolerable for sure. But I do like the Bills in this game, and Wyatt, to actually back you up, I know Sharps came in immediately and took the Falcons. But that was plus 4.5, +4, and I think it got down to 3.5, and now it's gone back up. But I don't know. Bills off the loss with the bye on deck, so that just kind of tells me it's a big game for them. They don't want to go into that bye on a 2-game losing streak. Falcons off the bye, which mentioned earlier has not actually been that big of a positive historically. They went into the bye with a nice win, not a ton of momentum. It was just a 1-game winning streak, so not like a huge momentum stopper for them, but they do have another primetime game on deck with the Niners, Sunday Night Football. No look-ahead spot, though. You obviously want to beat the Bills. But yeah, I don't know. I just think the Bills going into the bye off a loss, and I just think obviously they're one of, if not the best teams in the NFL, so I'll lay the points with Buffalo.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be on Buffalo here because I think that a big part of why they lost, I know that the big part of why they lost last week is just ball security, man. And I feel like they are going to hammer that home. I feel like they are coming into this one a little peeved off that they knew that they should have won that game and that they just kept shooting themselves in the foot over and over and over again. And when you limit that, I think that just makes a world of difference. You go into the Atlanta Falcons game, Penix has 1 or 2 mistakes. This game's completely different if the Bills are able to hold on to the ball. So give me the Bills. Once again, we're finally getting the Bills at 4.5. Like, what have we got them at the last couple of weeks? 13-10 against the Dolphins, I believe. So this is the first time we actually have a decent spread for the Bills. I know the Falcons are off a bye. They're at home. Against the Bills, that doesn't move the needle for me. Guys, the last game, this year's Super Bowl champions that haven't been crowned yet, the Bears at the Washington Commanders. Commanders 4.5 point home favorites. Over under set at 49.5. Wyatt, Wyatt, what do we do, man?
Yeah, we got a Hail Mary revenge game.
Oh yeah,
and I'm gonna go full on revenge. I'll take the Bears. I'll take the Bears money line as well. But give me on plus 4.5. Again, I'm looking to fade Washington. They're not great this year. Bears are still ass, but seems like they could at least play into that Hail Mary a little bit. I know different coaches, some different players, but a lot of guys on this team still remember that terrible loss, including don't even know his name, but number 29. Hopefully he gets in there. Yeah, hopefully he gets a pick or something this year. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears. I kind of like them quite a bit. The plus 4.5. I might sprinkle money line. But yeah, can't back Washington. I just got a gut feeling that the Bears are gonna win this revenge game.
Yeah, my best bet is Tyreek Stevenson to not celebrate mid-play like minus 10,000. Just hammer it. Not have this season. So, yeah, I'm gonna take Washington here. I'm just so off the Bears. I just don't think this team's good. You have Washington, who got Jaden Daniels back. Faded him. I didn't think it was a good spot for them last week. They go to LA, get the win, really dominated that game. Or not really. Let some things go their way. But get a nice 17-point win now at home. they're off 2 road games. They have this home game, Monday Night Football. Then there's 2 more games on the road, Dallas Divisional and the Chiefs, again on a Monday Night Football game. So, yeah, I think this is a big game for the Commanders. I think the Bears suck. Bears 2-2 going into the bye, but their 2 wins were the 2 games before the bye. So that's the ultimate momentum stopper when you get your first win, then you haven't lost since going into the bye week. Don't think it was a good bye for them. So, yeah, I just think 4.5, too short. I'm not high on Washington this year, but I'm that much more not high on Chicago. I'll lay the points with Washington.
I had a question for Wyatt earlier. Ethan, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What are the odds on Stevenson hitting the seatbelt and box celly after a Jaden Daniels overthrow?
Oh, so high.
He's got to be minus 900, right?
Like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if McLaurin's playing, but receiver trips over the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Ball is 10 yards over Stevenson's head.
Lock it in.
Yeah. Yeah. I own you.
Actually, I'm going to be with Wyatt here on the Bears, just getting that 4.5. It seems like Washington's coming off a game that they won. They probably weren't supposed to win. A tough game against the Chargers. They get the Bears coming in a little bit more rested. I'm not off the Ben Johnson train yet either. I want to see how his team looks coming out of the bye. Now that they've had a little bit of time, Bears, I believe, on a 2-game win streak right now. I know they've won the last 2. Should have lost to the Raiders. Didn't, but should have lost to them. I don't think the Bears are good enough to have like a ton of momentum yet. And I'm kind of with Wyatt. I just kind of think the Bears win this one outright.
Wow.
That's right,
Okay.
baby.
All I know is Wyatt is starting his week back in the Giants, ending his week back in the Bears. So that's. He might be gray by the time we get back next Wednesday.
Yeah. Guys, next week it is just going to be me recording. Ethan will be in New York. Wyatt will have died from old age. Hey, the squad ride's back. The squad ride's back. Wyatt, you revived it. Thank you, man. That means you get to keep on rolling for the squad ride. What are you thinking this week?
Oh, boy. I hate them all. I like Pitt. I like. What's the one we all liked?
Not many.
I thought there was one we all liked.
Let me see.
We're all in Vegas.
I could do Vegas, but I don't love it. God damn it. Such
I think we're all on
board.
We're all on
Bengals?
Cincinnati. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
All right, let's all do it. Flacco, baby. Flacco doing it again.
God. God. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll clap with Ethan. All right, man. All right. Lock
Flacco
it in.
time.
Lock it in, man.
52. Incoming. Overhit.
Yeah. You guys ready to get to Mount Rushmore?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. Guys, we're in the final segment of the show, Mount Rushmore, breaking down some of the best things of, topics that are relatable. And right now we got Oktoberfest, guys. We're in October now. I believe we've had football for. Does football start? Football starts in August, right? Do we hit
September
August?
for NFL?
It starts September. Damn, I thought we hit the last weekend of August. Okay. I think I'm thinking of my fantasy football draft. September, so we're in the second month of football. We're talking Oktoberfest, man. The best things that are with Oktoberfest, whether it's food, drinks, atmosphere, whatever. How many were you able to come up with? Were you guys able to get like 12?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should we stick with
Yeah.
4 or drop it to 3?
We can try 4, and then if we're struggling, just
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Gotcha. Let's go Ethan, Wyatt, me.
that works.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, how specific are we getting with beverage? Pretty specific.
You can be as broad or as narrow as you want, but I would just warn against if you go super broad, it's going to take a lot of stuff off the board.
Right. Okay. Well, because I'm drinking it, we're just gonna go with beer, but we'll do what is this? Specifically, I guess just specifically Oktoberfest beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be first pick overall.
Sam Adams.
All right, we are going to go to we're going to go to the 2006 Classic Beer Fest with Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Okay. Okay.
Why not
like
old
that?
boot chug.
I'll give me the cups, man. Give me the Steins.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Give me the Steins. I think that those are pretty dope. I know there's some people that are out there as collectors. And then guys, give me the outfits. That might be a little controversial, but there's the lederhosen, and there's I don't know what the other one's called, but I think everybody knows what I'm getting at there. There's some beer and other things that happen in those tents. So give me the outfits.
It's back to me.
Yes,
Probably one of my all-time favorite snacks. Just gonna go with the nice pretzels, soft pretzel.
Oh, good one.
Yep.
Good
Especially
one,
with
Wyatt.
craft beer. Whew.
Oh, and if you get some beer cheese with it,
Oh yeah, that hits. Maybe some mustard. I'm a mustard guy.
yeah.
All right. I will go with the going to the 2006 hit classic, the drinking games or the beer Olympics, I guess, if you will.
Oh yeah.
And then Ben, I'm gonna play off your Stein one, but I'm gonna do the verb of the Stein, just the clink. Just everyone
clink.
clinking, the beer flowing, not giving a damn where it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
I am gonna go to probably the origin of this environment, and it's just the good old classic beer tent.
Mm-hmm.
Beer tent. Origin has to be in somewhere Bavarian, Germany. They got some nice little tents going for Oktoberfest.
Definitely, man. Blue and white. Give me the brat, man.
Yep.
Give me the brat. It's just right there with the pretzel. Pretzel was a great pick, by the way. I wish I would have saved the outfits. Pretzel's fucking elite. And then give me, I think it might be slept on a bit. Give me the weather, man. Give me a nice, cool October.
Yeah.
It's just like you're outside with the boys, and like nobody's sweating and dying. Everybody's just having a good time.
Agree.
My fourth and final is going to be the blondes, as in the women.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No, I'm for the blondes.
Throw in blonde hair or braided blondes. Yeah.
Oh. Plays in with the outfits a little bit.
A little bit.
Yes, it does.
And the Steins.
Hey, how about those pretzels, huh?
And the clinking of the Steins. Wow. All right, well, I'll wrap it up just with well, this was going to be broad, but since it's the last pick, I'll just say the environment, but the music, the environment,
Yes.
just the vibes, I guess, if you will.
Absolutely. And now, when I went to Michigan, there was like a lot of German heritage. There's a lot of German heritage up there, and I might just be like the area that I was in, but is there like a? Yes, we stopped at Frankenmuth, dude. That was awesome. We went to the Christmas store they got out there.
Oh yeah, I could be in there for days.
Absolutely, man. I'm sure that's like a super touristy thing to say, but yeah, we had to stop on our way through. Is there like a big Oktoberfest party out there that you guys have been to?
We got quite a bit of Dutches by us, which is kind of Germanish. But nothing
like
I think Holland has a pretty good Oktoberfest, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. Not that I've necessarily. I mean, it's definitely not Oktoberfest, but I feel like Irish on Ionia would be like the closest just thing to it. But it's obviously St. Patrick's Day, Irish thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we need to get a company card, is what I think.
Yeah,
Sounds like we could be doing a lot of over-unders out there.
yeah. I think need some money for that company card, so maybe some more subscriptions, likes on the video, comments.
All of it.
Let
All
us
of it,
know.
guys. Exactly what Ethan's saying. The more support we get, the more stuff that we can do. So please, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and head over to bettergreen.com. We have premium articles out there. You get access to all of us. That's me, Ethan, Wyatt, Bobby, Aaron, making his soccer articles, which you don't see Aaron on here a lot. Guys, he's posted, I believe, twice a week, right? Right now, twice a week. So he's putting out lots of content. So you guys, please go over there, check him out. Check out bettergreen.com again. Better, BETTOR green.com. Not betteringreen.com. If that's like spreadsheets. I'm not trying to be a hater, but we do a little bit more than just spreadsheets over here. So please, guys, check us out. Guys, I will see you next week. Ethan might be on a trip. Hopefully he's with us. Otherwise, me and Wyatt are just going to have to come up with some stuff to share with Ethan when he gets back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be talking about Joe Flacco's funeral probably when we get back here.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.